vacation in Cabo, Mexico, when she was vacationing with people that she thought were her friends, but they were nothing but a bunch of backbiting, backstabbing traitors, jealous hearted ass biatches. But something has been puzzling me about this case when I look at mainstream media compared to social media. And it really bothers me. And I'm going to need everyone to start kicking up the pressure. Because the way I see it, if it wasn't for the black net, this case would not even be a thing. These people would have murdered her and hopped on a plane and came right back to the United States as if nothing ever happened. We had heard the video of Winter, and she was very nonchalant about Shanquella's death. And if it wasn't for social media, the Mexican authorities and the United States authorities wouldn't have even given this a second blink or thought. And I feel, in my opinion, that it is because she is a black woman. Not only is it because she's a black woman, but because she was a rising star black woman. They would not have given this a second thought. It's really unfortunate that when something bad happens to a person of color, especially a black person, you have to wonder, are you going to get any justice? You really have to wonder, are you going to get any justice? And I think it's pathetic and it's a shame. And if you think it's bad here in America, it's even worse in other countries where we're even a bigger minority. And so I'm going to tell you what kept piquing my curiosity is number one. And I'm going to ask you all this and leave your comment, or if you don't want to leave a comment, just think about it. When has an arrest warrant been issued for someone and the authorities are keeping it a secret who the arrest warrant is for? Have you ever known for an arrest warrant to be issued for someone and the authorities are keeping it a secret who the arrest warrant is actually for? The Mexican authorities has not officially released the name of who they're looking for or who the arrest warrant is for. The United States and the FBI have not released the name of the person of interest. Now, I know where I'm at. If you are caught on video robbing a candy store and they know your name or they can identify you in any way or have any video of you, they're putting it up on the news and they're saying this person is a person of interest. If you know this person, contact the police. If they know that person's name, they're blasting their name. This person is a person of interest. This person has an arrest warrant out for them. The police are looking for them. If you've seen this person, turn them in. But in this case, they're not releasing the name of the suspect, and no one is pushing back on that. We're going to need to push back on that because what's the secret? Is there really an investigation into the Shanquella Robinson murder or not? Is this young black woman and this family going to get justice or not? That's what we need to be asking and demanding. Because it seems like some games are being played here. It seems like some games are being played. I've never known for a suspect of interest or someone with an arrest warrant, the police are not releasing the name of the person. And according to WSOC TV in North Carolina, the Cabo Six has mysteriously gone missing. What's really going on?
Tonight, the family of Shanquella Robinson is still slowly getting answers after her mysterious death in Mexico.
The Mexican Attorney General has issued an arrest warrant for an unidentified friend who was on that trip. Today, Channel 9's Joe Bruno traveled across North Carolina to try to track down 4 of the friends who were on that trip. He's live tonight with what happened out there. Joe?
Federal and international investigations are still ongoing into the death of Shanquella Robinson, and I'm still trying to get a hold of the people that were on that trip with her. One of the hundreds of cases on the docket.
Excuse me, but what is there to investigate? I'm telling you guys, something funny is going on. What is there to investigate? You have video evidence. You have evidence from the coroner. You have the autopsy. What else is there to investigate? An arrest warrant has been issued. Why isn't the name of that person being officially released? Now, everybody's alleging that it's Dejanay Jackson because she was seen in the video beating Shanquella Robinson. But according to the authorities, they issued an arrest warrant for the person responsible for the murder, but yet they're not releasing the name, which is highly unusual. And as far as the other authorities in the United States, the FBI, we're still doing investigations. We're still doing investigations. What more can you investigate? They all lied and said she died of alcohol poisoning. There's corruption on behalf of the police that came out there knowing that there was a dead body there. There's corruption on behalf of the doctor that came saying that she did CPR on her and did this and did that and so forth and so on. Well, according to the science, after the injuries that Shanquella sustained, she would have been dead within 15 minutes of those types of injuries. We're talking about a spinal cord injury and a severe neck vertebrae injury. So all of this, we're investigating, and nobody knows where the Cabo 6 are. We're investigating. And the name of the person that the arrest warrant was issued for, they're still not releasing the name. Something is going on. Something isn't right, guys. Something just is not right.
Tonight, the family of Shanquella Robinson is still slowly getting answers after her mysterious death in Mexico.
The Mexican Attorney General has issued an arrest warrant for an unidentified friend who was on that trip. Today, Channel 9's Joe Bruno traveled across North Carolina to try to track down 4 of the friends who were on that trip. He's live tonight with what happened out there. Joe?
Federal and international investigations are still ongoing into the death of Shanquella Robinson, and I'm still trying to get a hold of the people that were on that trip with her. One of the hundreds of cases on the docket in the Gaston County Court Thursday morning belonged to one of the people who went on the trip with Shanquella Robinson. He pleaded guilty to a minor speeding charge, only having to pay $15 plus court fees. Our hope was to talk to him after the case. But he wasn't here. An attorney appeared on his behalf and told me he isn't representing him in the Shanquella Robinson case. Since nearly everyone on the trip with Robinson has changed or disconnected their number, we hit the road trying to get in touch with them in person. No one was present at the first home in Jamestown. But as I rang the doorbell, I noticed a business card taped to the door. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office declined to comment, citing an ongoing investigation. We had no luck in Winston-Salem at a home associated.
Did you hear that? The cops are looking for these people and they're not cooperating. They've disappeared. They should have been all arrested. They should have all been pulled in for questioning when they were still findable. Now they all have mysteriously disappeared.
As I rang the doorbell, I noticed a business card taped to the door. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office declined to comment, citing an ongoing investigation. We had no luck in Winston-Salem at a home associated with another person on the trip, and after a 45-minute ride to another home in Greensboro, I was told the person who was on the trip no longer lives there. Because no suspects or people of interest have been identified in this case, we are not naming any of the people that were on the trip with Shanquella Robinson. And as we have been reporting, the state attorney general did issue an arrest warrant for one of the people on the trip. At this time, we have not been able to confirm any arrest has been made, and the state attorney general's office is not identifying that person at this time. Reporting live in North Charlotte, Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Tonight.
I just want you people to understand how ridiculous all of this is. Something isn't right. We need to kick up the heat because something weird is going on. Something really weird is going on here. And this story has touched a lot of us out here because we know what it's like to have traitors in our family and in our friend circle that's haters and jealous of us. And a lot of you look the other way, or if you think that you can make the person think, oh, I'm really a nice person, can't they see that? Like they're going to like you or something like that. Get rid of those traitors out of your life, honey, because there's nothing you can do to make them like you, honey. You can wine and dine them, fly them to Cabo, book a villa for them to stay in, and they will wake up the next day and beat the snot out of you, break your back, and break your neck. So there's nothing you could do. Get rid of those people out of your life. But back to this particular case. Something fishy is going on, and I want to know what the hell is going on. You don't issue an arrest warrant for someone and keep it a secret who that person is. You don't have persons of interest and suspects that you want to speak to. They go disappearing, and then the media don't even want to release the name of the people that the police are looking for. Something weird is going on. We know that something fuddy-duddy is going on. And according to this, as of December 1st, this news broadcast with a so-called mainstream legitimate media source has clearly said that no arrests has been made and no suspects have been named.
With Shanquella Robinson. And as we have been reporting, the state attorney general did issue an arrest warrant for one of the people on the trip. At this time, we have not been able to confirm any arrest has been made, and the state attorney general's office is not identifying that person at this time. Reporting live in North Charlotte, Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Something's not right. Something really isn't right here. Something really isn't right. And we need to get real and get down to the bottom of it. Now, that was the article yesterday. This is an article today from the New York Post. Mom of slain tourist Shanquella Robinson blasts FBI for lack of progress. I'm going to need all of you to start contacting, since, you know, you're the voting type. You need to be contacting your Congress, senators, White House, all of that, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, all of these activists and so forth and so on, to put some pressure on, because something fuddy-duddy is going on. Something fuddy-duddy is going on, and you feel it in your soul. Mom of slain tourist Shanquella Robinson blasts FBI for lack of progress. And this is an article by Euron Steinbuck. Came out today. The mom of U.S. tourist who mysteriously died, we know how she died, at a Mexico resort, complained that the FBI is not telling her anything about the case, as the family anxiously awaits justice to be served. I'm just trying to wait for somebody to be arrested. This is what the mom of Shanquella Robinson is saying. If someone was already arrested, then she wouldn't be saying this. I'm just trying to wait for somebody to be arrested. The FBI is not telling anything. Shanquella Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson, told the UK's Independent on Thursday, more than a month after her daughter died at the swanky Fundadores Beach Club in San Jose del Cabo. Mexican prosecutors issued an arrest warrant last week for a suspect in the 25-year-old's death, which was determined to be from a direct attack. But the suspect's name has not been released, and it's unclear whether any arrests have been made. The FBI told the outlet that an investigation is ongoing, but did not confirm whether any arrests or extraditions have been made. Robinson's death on October 29th was originally thought to be, well, it was told that it was alcohol poisoning, but a death certificate revealed she suffered a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, an instability of the neck vertebrae. Robinson said that group of friends that accompanied Shanquella on the trip initially told the family that their daughter suffered alcohol poisoning, but a viral video later emerged of Shanquella being savagely beaten at the luxury rental villa by one of the women in the group. Local authorities later described the death as a femicide, the term used in the killing of a woman based on gender. The death certificate said she died of severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Deputy Attorney General Antonio Lopez Rodriguez said investigators believe Shanquella's death was the result of injuries inflicted by one of the travel companions. The Washington Post reported. Salamandra said some of the people who were on the trip have visited the family. These traitors who knew what happened to her is going to come in her parents' face. The grieving parents' face, knowing what happened. That is so disgusting. These people looked me in the face and told me there was no fight in Cabo, she told the paper, adding that they claimed Shanquella died of alcohol poisoning. They knew what happened to her, and they continued to lie to these people's face. And now they're hiding and disappeared. And the Mexican authorities and the United States authorities are being fuddy-duddy and secretive. When the autopsy report was later released, some of the friends went to the family's home again, according to the newspaper. What did you all do to my child? Salamandra asked the visitors, one of whom she claims broke into a sweat and left. They're on the run, the grieving mother told the Washington Post. Shanquella's father, Bernard Robinson, also spoke to the Washington Post about his frustration. And you all can go to the Washington Post and you can go to the New York Post to continue reading this article. Brothers and sisters out there, something fuddy-duddy is going on. Something fuddy-duddy fuddy-duddy is going on with this case. Something fuddy-duddy is going on by the sheer fact that they're keeping it as that they're the officials. Now, we can all speculate on social media and yuck and all of that other stuff, but the officials are not releasing the person that they have an arrest warrant for. They're not releasing that person's name. Stateside, they're not releasing the suspects and the people of interest. The mainstream media won't even mention their names. Something is not right. And I can understand the parents' frustration because you have this evidence, and the people, the Cabo 6 traitors, they have went into hiding, and the police is have taping card on their door to try to find them. They're ducking and dodging, changing their phone numbers, hiding out, and they're not willing to release their names publicly as persons of interest. Be on the lookout. Arrest warrants have been issued. This is the name of the person. Bolo, nothing. Something isn't right. And I think that it's really a shame. I am so sick and tired of every time something happens to a black person, it has to be a matter of whether we're going to get justice or not. And you better believe when you go to these other countries, these foreign countries, where we're in a more minority than here, where they may have more of a deep-seated history of racism, there, you better believe it's not going to be any justice. Now, this was some pale, white, blonde hair, blue-eyed girl. Oh, the people would have been arrested, paraded in front of the media in handcuffs and everything. And I hate to say if this was a white person, this would but it's true. It's true. When have there ever been an arrest warrant issued for someone and they keep it a secret who that person is? Only thing I can say is my prayers are really going out to the family, and may Shanquella Robinson rest in peace. I hope she gets justice. People on social media needs to kick this up because it really is fuddy-duddy. Something's wrong. Something is very wrong. Something is very wrong. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. You've been listening to and watching The Wonders of a Black Woman. Peace.